Dear boy, your letter arrived just a few days ago. You must pardon me for waiting until today to answer. I am touched by your beautiful anxiety about life. Now, since you have said you want my advice, I will try to give you some. But you must be indulgent with the answer, which will perhaps leave you empty-handed. For ultimately, and precisely in the deepest and most important matters, we are unspeakably alone. I can't give you any advice but this: to go into yourself and see how deep the place is from which your life flows. Behold all these things around you with heartfelt, silent, humble sincerity. If your everyday life seems poor, don't blame it. Blame yourself. Admit to yourself that you are not enough of a man to call forth its riches, and think about what your everyday life offers you. Your sorrows and desires, the thoughts that pass through your mind, and your belief in some kind of beauty. No experience has been too unimportant, and the smallest event unfolds like a fate, and fate itself is like a wonderful, wide fabric in which every thread is guided by an infinitely tender hand, and laid alongside another thread, and is held and supported by 100 others. One just comes to enjoy them more and more, becomes more and more grateful, and somehow better and simpler in one's vision, deeper in one's faith in life, happier and greater in the way one lives. In this, there is no measuring with time. A year doesn't matter, and 10 years are nothing. Not numbering and counting, but ripening like a tree. Not afraid that afterwards summer may not come. It does come. This awareness must come from deep within, and cannot be forced or hastened, and with deep humility and patience to wait for the hour when a new clarity is born. You are so young, and I would like to beg you, dear boy, to have patience with everything unresolved in your heart, and to try to love the questions themselves as if they were locked rooms, or books written in a very foreign language. But those tasks that have been entrusted to us are difficult. Almost everything serious is difficult, and almost everything is serious. If only human beings could more humbly receive this mystery that the world is filled with. Even with the trivial, with the insignificant, as long as it is done out of love. We begin, with work and with the repose that comes afterwards, with a silence or with a small joy, with everything that we do, we rise up from the depths of time, even in its smallest things. And one slowly learns to recognize the very few things in which something eternal endures that one can love, and something that one can gently take part in. What is necessary, after all, is only to be as solitary as you were when you were a child, when the grown-ups walked around, involved with matters that seemed large and important, because they looked so busy, and because you didn't understand a thing about what they were doing. Think of the world that you carry inside of you, and call this thinking whatever you want to. A remembering of your own childhood, or a yearning toward a future of your own. And as for the rest, let life happen to you. Believe me, life is in the right, always. Your loving grandfather.